All right, Mrs. Carey, you may step down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yay! I have to go to the bathroom, please. Can I be excused?
Wait.
But I will be back.
Gotta make a copy of the dissent. Would the prosecutor call his next witness, please?
I would like to call Ms. Ann Doherty to the stand. Ms. Doherty, how would you address the charges that the defendant has, in front of eyewitnesses, impersonated a slab of bacon without a license? Ann! Ann!
Oh, yeah, he did it. Well, yeah, he did it. To tell you the truth, you know, I wish people like that would leave it to the
Johnny, honey, what do you have in your mouth?
And that file in the mouth.
Ooh.
Johnny, show off your first little scraped knee to the camera. I got my first little scraped knee at the July 4th picnic.
Mommy.
Let's go the other way. Come on, this way. This way.
Johnny, it's really hard to get you on camera, honey.
Come on, honey, let's go. This way. This way. Why are you walking like Frankenstein today? You got a load in your pants?
What, honey? Yeah. Bye-bye.
Mommy?
Yeah, honey.
Want to kick the ball? What are you shooting on anyway? Are you shooting at the end of that other tape?
Whatever was in here. Did you have the wrong tape in here?
I hope you aren't shooting over the trial.
Mr. Doherty, I understand you're the defendant's father.
That's correct.
I also understand that the defendant had a problem with drinking at an early age.
Yes, a very early age. Matter of fact, I would guess it started about the age of 5.
And would you say that the defendant has committed illegal ginger ale drinking in the state of Pennsylvania?
Oh, absolutely. From about 1955 until about 1968, when he went off to Villanova, we couldn't keep ginger ale in the house.
Do you have any specific examples where there was a problem with mysteriously disappearing ginger ale?
There was always disappearing ginger ale. I could never make a highball in the house. Every time I'd go to make a highball, the ginger ale was gone.
Further questions for this witness? I would like to call an additional witness, Mrs. John Doherty. Mrs. Doherty, I understand you. What do you have to say for your son's behavior?
Well, I really could never understand why, of all my children, Johnny had such little self-control. He was always drinking the ginger ale. I can't remember the rest.
Questions?
Does the defense attorney wish to cross-examine?
Honor, I did all this. Why, what's wrong with drinking ginger ale?
Objection overruled.
He does that great.
Mr. Prosecutor, would you call your next witness, please?
I would like to call Brian Doherty to the stand. Mr. Doherty, how are you related to the defendant?
Slowly.
Well, I have the misfortune of being his brother for going on 31 years now.
Are you familiar with any pets that the defendant might own?
Well, I hate to inform the court of this, but it's a tragic story. I remember visiting my brother when he lived in Fanwood, New Jersey, and he had a very manly Doberman Pinscher at that time, and it was quite a vicious dog and a good watchdog at that too. But each successive time that I visited my brother, I noticed that the dog was getting wimpier and smaller. And in fact, the last time I saw him, it was a little hot dog looking thing, and he changed the name from Spike to Furter. And it was a tragedy, it really was.
Would you say that this was a result of severe psychological torture?
Well, I'm afraid that's true, and it's hard to believe how cruel he was to this little mutt. He had all sorts of elaborate dog psychological torture tricks that he would play on the mutt, and it made me sick just to be around it. In fact, that's got so I really couldn't visit him very much after that.
No further questions, Your Honor.
No, Joe, come on.
Does the defense attorney have any cross-examination?
Great.
Why should we believe a man wearing them sunglasses?
Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades.
Right. My next witness, I would like to call Scotty. Scotty, could you tell us your sad tale?
Yes, my name used to be Butch. I used to be John's dog in Fraser, Pennsylvania, and at that time I was a large German Shepherd. But thankfully I escaped because I was on my way to becoming a dwarf. This was a result of his cruel psychological torture, which has left me virtually paralyzed.
Would the jury please recess and consider their verdict?
We've reached our decision, Your Honor.
Thank you. Would the jury now render their decision?
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Come on. Guilty.
It's my glasses.
After a short recess, pass sentence. The defendant, having been found guilty in the Rancho Cucamonga court, I will now pass sentence on him. For the charge of illegal drinking of ginger ale, he shall be banned from drinking ginger ale for 1 full year. For his effete snobbery, he shall have Tommy Stewart as a house guest for the next year, and he must sit on your lap, on the defendant's lap, every Saturday night. Also, for the next year, you must travel regularly to Philadelphia and serve as a Rizzo block captain in the coming election there. And finally, we're going to provide you with a continuous loop tape of Marge Rowe and Brian Doherty singing Chattanooga Choo Choo, which you may watch at regular intervals. We're going to provide you with a copy of this now.
Boy, is that the Chattanooga Choo Choo? Track 29. Boy, you can give me a shine. Can you afford to board a Chattanooga Choo Choo? I got my fare, and just a trifle to spare. You leave the Pennsylvania station about 1/4 to 4. Read a magazine and then you're in.